When I think about selling online, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, the first thing you got to think about is what are you going to sell? Are you going to sell books? Are you going to sell online courses? Or do you have products that you manufacture? Are you reselling products that somebody else manufactures? What are you going to sell? That's really, really, really important. Then you got to figure out who are you going to sell it to? You've got to think about your niche target customer online as much as you would if you had a brick and mortar store or a service-based business. So you really got to figure out who your niche target customer is or what your niche focus is going to be for your business. Are you going to sell pet focused products, health and wellness products? Are you going to sell financial literacy, educational products? Whatever it is, you got to think about the niche, the industry, and the customer. Very, very, very important. Then you've got to think about the market. You've got to see who else is already selling this stuff and at what price point. So you do want to make sure that you understand what is going on in the marketplace. Is there a massively dominant competitor or is there room? I mean, a lot of times, you know, competitors actually are a good thing. That means that there's room. Sometimes if you're out there and you don't think you have a competitor, that could be an indication that there really isn't a market or that there's some major competitor like Apple or Google or something, and it's just going to be too expensive to try to compete with them. But most people really do well selling online in a niche. So you've got to figure out what that's going to be. And you do need to figure out who your direct competitors are, because whether you sell on your website or you're going to sell on a platform like Amazon, you got to get clear about who it is that's also selling what you're selling, because the internet is the wild, wild west. You can put your stuff out there and the next day somebody else can duplicate your entire website and put it out there too. So you've got to figure out how you're going to stand out and how you're going to really add value. And so things like product descriptions and stuff are extremely important. But the other decision you have to make once you decide that you're going to sell online is how you're going to do it. Are you going to sell on your website or are you going to sell on a platform, a marketplace like Amazon, Etsy, or eBay? And selling on Amazon's fine, but you got to know there's 2 million other small business owners who sell on Amazon. So do you know how to buy ads on Amazon? Well, you better if you think you're going to be selling on Amazon. And also too, if you handmade goods, personal products, that is that's Etsy all day. And then, then there's eBay. eBay is the original gangster of online selling. You can resell anything, or you can market originally, brand new products, or you can resell stuff out of your house, baseball card collection you've been collecting since you were 13, whatever. I mean, eBay is the perfect place for that. But the great thing about selling on your own website is that you get to build that customer list. You get to build that email list. You can follow up and get that repeat business. When you sell through a marketplace, it's very difficult to build repeat business, to build a relationship. Your website allows you to do that. And that is why going through the trouble of learning how to drive traffic to your website, building great landing pages, all that stuff comes into play with your own website, but you'll own that customer list forever. And that is extremely valuable. All right, make sure you hang out for part 2 of the complete guide to online selling.